Thank you for agreeing to be a moderator at your next NRG lunch. My name's Kim Sharman. I'm one of the co-founders of NRG, and I really appreciate the extra mile that you're going to help make NRG a success. As a moderator, you have three primary functions. Firstly, to make the first-time guests feel welcome. Secondly, to ensure that everybody at the table gets an equal chance to talk. And thirdly, just to generally ensure that things run smoothly. This all starts at 12 o'clock when people start arriving. Keep a good eye open for first-time guests, introduce yourself to them, make them feel welcome, and then introduce them to someone who you think they get on with. At about 12:30, the lunch host is going to want to start getting people to sit down, and you have a great role to play here. Ask the people who are around you if they'd like to start moving through to the dining room and tell them that lunch is ready to be served. When you arrive in the dining room, at your table, you'll find your moderator pack, and inside there is a list of the contents of the pack. Letters for the first and second time guests are hand addressed whilst the lunch is going on, once we know who's actually there. They'll then be delivered to you at your table, but please don't give them out until the end of the lunch, because doing so earlier actually forms a distraction. When it comes to time for the 2 minutes, don't be in too much of a rush to get going. Make sure that everybody is ready and able to give their full attention to all the other people at the table. And then you start first. By starting first, you'll be setting a good example, and people generally tend to mimic you and copy you. So do make sure that you don't spend any longer than 2 minutes. By going over 2 minutes, you'll be taking time away from the other guests and detracting from the amount of time for conversation around the table afterwards. And also, after a couple of minutes, people do get bored. Try and avoid asking questions of the speakers whilst they're talking. If you want to ask questions to amplify some aspect of what they said, the time to do that is when everybody's finished. As you know, we do a table swap halfway through the meal. The timing for that is when the main course has been cleared away, but before the sweet has been served. As I said before, try not to give out the G1 and G2, the first and second time guest letters, until the end of the meal at the prompt from the lunch host. Within those letters are evaluation forms. We really need those filled in and completed, please, before the guests leave the table. So if you could do that, that would be a great help. When the lunch is over, collect up any odds and ends that are still lying around the table and return them to the lunch host via your moderator pack. Please include the completed evaluation forms in that. We really appreciate your helping us by being a table moderator, and I'm sure you'll really enjoy the experience. Thank you very much indeed for helping us, and thank you for helping make NRG a success.